And we are live. Okay, okay. I think I got it working. I think I got it working.
Hopefully.
And
I mean,
now my
we'll see in a
Chrome's
second.
now my Chrome is all fucked up. What the fuck is this bullshit? There we go.
Oh, that's a fun fact.
Okay. Oh my god, what the fuck, you Skype? Oh my god.
More problems?
Yeah, dude, it's all just a fucking nightmare right now.
Mm.
It's terrible.
That's what
And
happens when I don't drink for shows.
maybe that's what it is. I don't know. How's everybody doing out there? It's been a while since we got a chance to do the midweek, and I'm glad that we're back on schedule. Even if everything is completely fucking broken right now, yeah,
Kind of on schedule.
kind of on schedule. Which is funny because I also have to go pick up my kid, so I'm like, I'm on schedule-ish.
Yeah, that we'll be able to burn through some things, and
Sure.
I don't know. Do you want to save the links I threw you till after you get back?
Yeah, because I mean, like, I need to bolt out of here in 15 minutes. We could maybe
Yeah.
do one article, and then we could do Discord.
All right. I mean, and if you guys are not there now, go jump in Discord because right now, Dragon X is the only one who seems to be waiting. So I mean,
make sure
we won't need a random number generator for that.
Right. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's a safe thing to say.
Yeah.
Oh, B's gone.
Oh,
Okay.
well, bye, Dragon X. Guess you
Still
didn't
won't.
want to. You didn't want to be on the show anyway. Nah. But yeah, no. Consistency is key, and that's why we're hanging out, and we're at least doing it as much as possible.
No, we have a show this
Yeah.
week. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not it's not nearly at the normal time, and but yeah, it's consistent in a roundabout kind of way.
More or less, I
Yeah.
suppose. So let's see what's been going on lately. I went to PAX. It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine.
I mean, did the Boulder jokes get old eventually?
Yeah, no, real quick actually. Really
It's like
quick.
that seemed to be that was at least my primary takeaway from the event was that Matt kept finding big rocks and people with flags. So
Yeah, that's true.
Well played, Ben. Well played.
Yeah, yeah. And our stupid little jokes managed to piss off Keemstars. So I mean, that's notable.
That's productive right there.
Yeah.
That's notable. That's worthwhile. That's a good use of time. Because I mean, you know, he can be a testy boy sometimes. I mean, it's important to get it out. It's an important event, this kind of thing.
Keem is often a very testy boy. But yeah, PAX is cool. It was too. Honestly, it was too much. Really, it was too much. There was too much to do. If you wanted to play any games, you had to wait in line like 2 hours for each game. Mostly, we just walked around and looked at shit.
That really seems, it's I don't do many conventions like I did VidCon. I did Granite Con one time, which is New Hampshire's own Comic-Con. It's a small thing.
Yeah.
It's small, but it really does. It's like, yes, you walk around and look at things.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much exactly what you do.
For what, $200 or $300 a pass or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, like, if you go in there to like catch, like, if you're there as press, I can understand. And if you're like a super hardcore fan, but the whole waiting in line for 2 hours to just play a video game, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just not think about the game for like several months until it comes out and then play it at home.
Exactly. It's we're starting the ass kissing with who? Oh, Cats and Lady. Thank you very much for the host. I don't know, man. It was fine. Like running around in like when Billy the Fridge gets into Billy the Fridge mode, and running around and like trolling on people. Like there was a game called Pogs. I think it was like Pohgs, And Billy like ran up all excited like a little kid. And of course there's a camera out and it's recording him and he's like, Pogs! I love Pogs! I brought my slammer. Who wants to play some Pogs? And like
I'm hoping, I gotta hope there was like a dev there who just got it in his mind like, I need to make a game around this man.
Yeah, well there was a dev there, but he was just very unnerved by Billy. Like, no sir, it's Pogs.
Just what was that? I Heart. Oh fuck, I can't even remember the name of it. It was that old PlayStation game where you roll a ball around collecting.
Oh, Katamari Damacy.
Katamari Damacy, yeah. I could imagine the game a bit like that with Billy, except it's like it's more GTA. It's just him running around finding stuff that like he gets excited and happy about, and that's how you power up. You just go find Billy stuff that he likes.
I could see that. Yeah, I could totally see that. Then lots of drinking, lots of running around and doing the usual. But for the most part, it was fine. It was fine. It was a good time.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's always good to see buddies and whatnot. But I don't know. I missed.
Well, that seemed to be everyone's takeaway from Twitter. At least I was seeing everyone was like, "Yeah, this is cool. I'm having more fun just hanging out with people, though."
Yeah, that's pretty much all it was. And then today, apparently, I am now being threatened with death by a MGTOW. So that's kind of fun.
Well, it's a good thing that all you have to do to most of those types is look them straight in the eye, and then they just wilt and run away. They run their own way, but they run a way. Yeah.
I'm just
I agree with Crispy Jin. This is too early. I just woke up too. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I've been working on stuff all fucking day, and then like all this crazy shit happened. So I'm like discombobulated like a motherfucker. Let's see, we got Devil King subscription. Thank you so much, buddy. Also gifted subs to Anna Hot Hearts and to Feldy. Thank you so much, Devil. Very appreciated. Thank you. Poveros subscribed too. Thanks, guys. Very sweet of you.
Let's try to jump in at least to one of these. I don't know if you got a chance to look at them, but after having done the reviews that I did last week, this last one from Fox News did kind of jump out at me.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here's going to be the moment of truth, is whether or not this version of OBS is going to actually even pick up on Firefox. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this.
On screen.
Yeah. Where is it? Window capture. Here we go. We need Firefox.
It's kind of a soft reboot in a sense.
Kinda,
yeah. Because I mean, we will be. I mean, for the record, we will be moving to Wednesdays for midweek, and the regular show will be moving to Fridays. So,
yes.
Yeah, it's it's the maiden voyage.
We're not usually going to be doing it at this. We're going to be doing midweek at the same time usually. Just today is a little different. Are we doing the Fox News one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because last week, well, actually for Sunday, I ended up filming the second half of the show with reviews. Now, this is making me think a little differently. We've got Florida man. Always count on Florida man. Mm-hmm. Shot at woman's home after she wrote bad restaurant review, police say. And he's a handsome lad. Norman Allville. He's a puppy dog eyes, except when he winks at you.
Too true.
Yeah, he was accused of shooting into the home following a negative restaurant review. Florida restaurateur is accused of shooting into the home of a perturbed diner who took a shot at the restaurant in an online review. Oh, they exchanged fire. Norman Allville of Orlando was arrested Thursday and charged with shooting into a dwelling and abuse of a disabled adult. Oh, way to double down, Norman. Orange County Sheriff said Allville was drinking beer with the restaurant's owner's son, Michael Johnson. Don't ever talk to me or my restaurant's owner's son again. Who was upset about the review. I want to see the review. The men found reviewer Monica Wally's address and drove to the home. WFTV reported Allville was in an SUV with Johnson at the time of the incident before Allville allegedly shot in the home 3 times. Wally and her father, Ken Wally, were at the Holden Heights home when they were shot at August 20th. I could feel the air from the bullet as it passed by me, Ken Wally told Fox 35. He said he was sitting on the couch, but when the bullet flew by his head, narrowly missing him. Orange County Sheriff said the shots were fired in retaliation for a negative review This is poorly written because they've already said that. Now show me the review. Let's see. When all this happened, I thought, no way. I mean, like, after a bad restaurant review, this doesn't seem right. I wonder, did she know right away? With, like bullets puncturing her house? She's like, fuck! That Yelp review, he got back to him! Monica said she wrote the review after the restaurant refused her disabled mother's service. Fuck you guys. Wally said the restaurant told the mother needed to be accompanied by another person if she wanted to dine there. She told the restaurant that her mother could order and wait for her food in the vehicle. What the fuck? You got... What the fuck kind of restaurant is this? Wally said her mother had a fall at the restaurant in the past and had gone to the restaurant after that with a companion. Okay, I can kind of see, but it was my mother's birthday. All she wanted was her favorite Greek omelet. She arrived back home in tears, Wally wrote in a review. So it's not even like trashing it as much as just saying what happened, huh?
Right.
Following the post.
Jesus.
Yeah, the diner received angry phone calls and negative comments from online users. They got dogpiled. The owner of the diner said her business was ruined following the post. Well, I think your boy shooting up a customer's house might have done a little worse than a negative Yelp review.
Just a maybe. Just maybe.
Yeah. The social media campaign resulted in negative online reviews, negative social media posts, and harassing and angry phone calls to the restaurant, the arrest report said. The restaurant's owner, Lisbeth Johnson, later stated she felt that day her business was ruined as a result of a negative social media campaign. Well, you know... There are better ways to handle it.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah, just put your own fucking. I mean, I gotta wonder now if that circumcision practice dummy that I reviewed, if the owners of that might not come shoot my house up with maybe just like little bits of baby dick fired from a slingshot.
Little bits of baby dick, huh?
Yeah, just, well, you know, I mean, some people are using circumcised penis skin for skincare treatments, I guess, in some weird places. Why not just wrap that shit around a ball bearing and just shoot it at someone's home for their negative reviews? I'm coming up with all kinds of ideas today. I'm loving this.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to move down to Florida just so I can show Florida man how it's done.
Fucking Florida. It's always fucking Florida, man.
It's
Man.
weird. It's a weird place.
It is a weird fucking place.
It is a weird place. I mean, we could just think off the top of our heads of like, you know, all right, yeah, there's some good people in Florida, no doubt, but also think of some of the other people you've known of outside of just Florida, man. It's like, wow, yeah, there's something weird going on down there. Something in the water. Maybe gator piss has an effect like cat shit, you know, toxoplasmosis.
Toxoplasmosis, yeah. That fucked me up when I first learned about toxoplasmosis. Like the concept that having cats and like their shit gas, the little particulates of their shit, like can make you go crazy.
Not just crazy, but well, I mean, you know what that chemical compound is for, right?
What is it?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that it functions so like if it infects like a prey animal, it'll cause them to sort of obsess about the cat, and it'll go seeking it out, and basically, yeah, and it'll just go and that's I think if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what that works, and that's also why on humans it turns people into crazy cat ladies. Like, they'll be dying of this shit, but they'll still, like, you know, hold and cuddle their little schnookums, even if they're just covered in dingleberries.
Fucking Jesus.
I could explain Vernaculus, too. He's very close to his cat. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, yeah, that's the story of Florida plasmosis. Don't Yelp in Florida unless you're willing to pull the heat, because they will.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Jesus Christ. Just to remind you guys, too, like, I'm actually going to bounce here in about 5 minutes to go get my kid, and then I'll be back on the show. So if you guys want to be hanging out with Nick, then you should jump into the waiting room.
And if, we got 2 in there now, so, like, when you bounce out, I'll give it a bit, and if, like, it doesn't fill up anymore, I'll just bring a couple folks in.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Impromptu. Are you going to head off now?
I got about 4 more minutes, and then I gotta go. We also got Sleek the Geek subscribe. Thank you very much. And 8-Bit Dick, thank you so much, guys. Very appreciated. Very, very sweet of you.
Its name's got some nice, it's got some nice onomatopoeia to it, you know?
8-Bit Dick?
Yeah. Well, like, my dick is 8 damn bits. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's micro penis, but it's pixel art.
Oh
It
man.
was one of the first. I imagine that was probably one of the first lewd things someone figured out how to do in pixel art. They make a tiny little character, and then all they need is just 2 pixels of slightly different shades. It's like it's hanging out the front of him. It's
Mm-hmm.
his, it's his penis. Hey, now watch me make a front hole. Uh,
A
I'm
front. Oh god, the fucking front hole.
I'm just glad it's survived in the way that it was meant to, because it was like casually suggested by some dumbass blogger, I think, right? And nobody on the feminist my vagina is holy side took it seriously, but everybody else did.
Well, okay.
Everybody else did.
I was absolutely sure when I first heard the front hole thing that it had to be, and I mean it fucking had to be like another 4chan prank or something. But no, there was somebody being actually sincere.
We've gone beyond it. I think there's like a shadowy cabal of, progressive-minded, open-minded, well-meaning people who after like now they're all fully well aware that the OK symbol is just a troll. It's not actually white power, but they're still gonna run with it anyway because they'd look really foolish if they admitted to being duped already. So now they're coming up with their own shit, and they're like, no, we do believe this.
Huh.
We believe in the front hole. I stand for front holes everywhere. I'm gonna go protest Kavanaugh by exposing my front hole and my back hole to Congress, and then I'll have 3 hots and a cot for 2 to 5 years.
Sounds about right. God damn. Well, you were definitely gonna have some company. Waiting room is starting to fill up with some people, which is good because I actually have to bounce. But I set it up with the little Discord icon, so at least they'll be lighting up and shit, and they'll be able to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna look now, so I'll do my first roll. I don't have my keyboard because I'm in my studio space. I'm gonna be investing in a wireless keyboard, hopefully. But I do have a phone, so let's see how many we have so far waiting. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll be right back, guys. Nick, I'll be right back.
Okay. So we're gonna roll through 7. Who's gonna be the lucky number? And we got 4. That's Katzen Lady. Hey, you're coming on down here. There you go. And how are you today? Hello. Hey, look, I am capable of this, even if now I'm just sitting in an otherwise empty Enterprise bridge. There they are. You weren't expecting, eh? Hmm. We've been kind of going back and forth as to what the best like time slot for like especially midweek would be, because just balancing it between Jeff and I, right? So we've got a 4-hour difference between us. So thinking about the American audience, I was even like, well, how many people are going to be out of work? And then I'm like, well, how many of them have jobs? But yeah, no, I'm glad we're able to get some of the folks from the other continent with their fake time zones as well. There is only one time zone, and then everything else is incorrect. Yeah, I'm sure you agree. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, they can't hear. Hang on. Hang on. I'll fix it.
Why are you still here?
I know. I'm an idiot.
Oh. Yeah, I have. Oh wait, why? No, I have Jeff muted in Discord. I think. Oh, yes, I do. Ah, good.
Can she go ahead and try saying something now, Katzen Lady?
Hello. Can you hear me, guys?
Mm-hmm. I can hear you fine. Actually, no, these have all been a curiously well-timed series of me just rambling to myself.
Let me get one more sound check from her real quick.
You want to say something?
Do I need to yell a bit more?
No, Jeff's just unfucking all of his computer nightmares. Okay. Well, not all of them. Turn down for what is happening to the... so Cats is turned down, but it's streaming through Jeff's side, which would be why. See, this is part of the problem that comes with my end of things, is that I only have so much control. So, like, if Jeff, for instance, gets sidetracked and decides he's going to go to Wendy's, and he gets stuck in line, because all of the In-N-Out burger protesters got hungry and decided to go fresh, not frozen. Well, then I'll be hosting this show indefinitely. It'll be like Friday morning, and it'll finally be like, oh shit, that's right, I was running. Oh shit, that shit was still going, and presto, just be my desiccated corpse sitting here. They'd be like, wow, he rotted really quick. Yeah, but he didn't take care of himself. So, so what's your day been filled with now that well, your work day's done?
I did a lot of driving today because my boyfriend is doing a year abroad thing in Italy, so I basically dropped him off at the airport and came back, and then I had to take a nap because that was stressful. So yeah.
I too always wish to travel to Italy and do a broad a year thing.
Yeah.
Only one a year though. I'd need at least 2 or 3 just to fill the quota. So is he studying down there? Is it like
Yeah.
a work thing? What's he studying?
He's doing a master's program in history, and yeah, he had to learn Italian for all that because some of the courses are in Italian, and right. So like I visited him a couple of times, and I didn't manage. I wouldn't survive there on my own because the Italians don't like speaking English very much.
No?
So,
What about
yeah.
German? What the fuck, Jeff? Okay, there we go. All right,
Yeah.
turn her up, and things are going weird on the stream. Devil King, I am sorry to alert you to this, but Jeff is the one in control of that side of things, so he would be the one I need to turn her up. I'll turn her up on my end just to see if it helps, if the button works. I mean, it'll be louder for me now, so that'll be fun.
Okay.
I'm just glad no one's complaining about the air conditioner right now, because I mean. And granted, we have some Florida folks. We have some Southerners. What the fuck? Are you on Discord from a truck stop? Or was that not you? Was that not you?
No.
Oh, this is fun. Jeff's just like, I'll just leave my mic hot while I run off. And it's like all of a sudden we're just going to hear like a coyote randomly just invade his home.
Yeah, I think it's Jeff, because, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Anyway.
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, Noble Yeti's in the chat. He's actually from the same state that I am. It's 88 degrees here, and it's funny because if you complain about the weather being a northerner, you will get just a whole busload of southerners telling you don't know what heat is. It's like, yes, I do. I live in a river valley. It's hot and it's muggy, but
Yeah.
and how's the weather? How's the summer been over in Germany?
Pretty much the same, to be honest. Every time you guys had a heat wave, we had one too. And
That's
yeah,
right.
we don't have air conditioning, we don't have fans. So yeah, we didn't handle it very well, I guess.
We don't have air conditioning or fans. It's like this is technology which simply hasn't reached us yet. Heat waves have been your primary export.
Yeah, I mean, like we have these portable ones, portable fans, but they were all sold out as well because yeah, everyone was buying them. So.
Oh, that happens. I mean, it's funny because it happens every year here, and I don't know how too. Because it's almost like people view air conditioners as like disposable one-time use kind of things, because every summer all of the stores like they sell clean out of air conditioners, and then we end up, if we have like serious heat waves, we end up getting stories of elderly people dying of heat stroke. And it's like, well, what happened to all the air conditioners we had last year?
Yeah.
Where did those go? These aren't like Polaroid one-shot cameras here. You don't just drop them off when you're done. And I was lucky enough to get one from my friend, so I've actually been sleeping in my living room for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll just either like finish writing or finish editing something, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I know what I'll do. I'll watch Star Wars cartoons till 4 a.m. with under the air conditioning, and oh my, I'm suddenly so sleepy. So.
Yeah, I contemplated sleeping on the balcony, but then, yeah, I have a cat that does weird shit on the balcony, so I didn't want to risk it.
Just go out there and catch yourself some toxoplasmosis, huh?
Yeah.
No. So what is
Very
it?
long.
So what is it you do, if I might ask? What's your?
I'm currently working on my PhD
Ooh, and what?
in literary studies.
Literary studies. Well,
Yeah.
oh, so you'd be one of those people who can one day tell me why all of my books were written badly.
To be honest, I watched one of your videos a while back when you were giving tips on how to write, and that really helped me.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I'm glad. I mean, it was funny because like that was actually just before Vernaculus had finished his book, and I never really thought of it like a race until I realized he was going to finish his first, and then I cared.
Mm.
You know, a little bit of pride thing, but yeah, it's. I mean, I actually keep meaning to do another one of those. Well, as you're like a PhD student studying literature, maybe you'd like to join one. Because I mean,
Sure.
well, I mean, you know, they're fun, and on the other side of things too, it's like we get, you know, our buddy Mouth is going to be joining in there, and he's someone who keeps writing all of this filthy, filthy erotica that I get paid to read. So that's not bad.
Yeah, why not?
And
For sure.
are you working on a book yourself?
Well, yeah, once the PhD is done, I need to kind of format it and turn it into a manuscript, and then it needs to get published. That's kind of the German way of doing things, so it has to go out. But yeah, still very kind of on the fence about it because it's a big project and it's a lot of
Well,
stress and stuff. So yeah.
well, I mean, I mean, is it something you have to write or something you want to write?
Eh, right now it feels like I just want to finish it and get it out there and kind of be done with it. But I initially wanted to write it, so I
Okay.
don't know. It's difficult because I don't really know if I want to stay in academia afterwards. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, I know Colbert was famous for saying that writing a book is like having homework every night and it's due the next day, and you never get out from under it until it's done. Um, I mean, shit. The last full book I wrote was it started out a ghostwriting
Mm.
job, and then it turned into like a co-authorship because so much of the story was ended up just being mine. Because I mean, guy comes to me, gives me a screenplay he wrote, and he's like, "Can you make a novel of this?" And I looked through it, and I'm like, "I can try." And he's like, "Can you do it for six? Can you do it for $6,000?" I'm like, "I can absolutely do this." Completely, no worries. And it was like, what was it? The dead, like I was supposed to have it done for him by September of 2016, and then I believe it was August of 2017.
Mm.
The first draft was finally done. But
Yeah.
but yeah, that was yeah, it was I mean it was grueling though, especially because it wasn't my story. I just had to keep tweaking it and adding things, and then it was funny too because like the producer, the guy, the IP owner kept coming back with all these ideas, and most of them were bad. Um,
Mm.
yeah, and I mean and I don't mean bad in the sense like you know they were just dumb ideas as much as like he was thinking in a screenwriter's you know mindset. He was thinking more of like what this scene would look like on in a movie, and that doesn't translate. He had this epic death scene he wanted for this one character where they stumble around full of bullet holes. I'm like, yeah, just not. Try reading it. Here, I'll write that. Try reading that. And he's like, oh, this is pretty awful. I'm like, see, it doesn't work. We can't do this. We need to do something else. Just trust me. Leave me alone. Let me finish this. So no, that was fun.
Yeah, I think it's a lot harder to create images if you don't have the visual backdrop. So,
Yeah, and I mean, it's you know, you're always supposed to show, not tell a thing. And
right.
I mean, I always found like if you're gonna write a sequence where somebody gets shot to death, right? And like, you know, they don't just drop dead from the gunshot. Yeah.
Mm.
You can't really, unless it's like fitting with the character, unless it's like a Western or something. You can't do that, like, you know, say, and he flung his arms back and threw his head into the air and let out a savage cry before being finished off. It's like, It's like, okay, I'm picturing a cliche movie moment in my head now. You no, don't do that. Describe to me how he feels his body shutting down and how he's starting to get cold, trying to focus on thoughts, but he can't. There we go. Yeah. Maybe I'm just a snob. I don't know. This is why I should stick to alcohol in these streams. I get opinionated, and everyone hates that.
I actually agree with you, so
Mhm.
but I'm drinking as well, so maybe that's got to do with it.
Oh no, I'm actually just drinking coffee for once. This
I
is
know.
this is unusual.
I'm shocked.
Strange. It's like I feel like none of this feels real or correct. You know, it's like one of those. It's like a Mission Impossible episode, not the movies, the shows where they're always trying to set up fake shit for people. Well,
Do you feel
well,
like an adult drinking coffee?
I've never felt like an adult. I drink alcohol to avoid feeling like an adult.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, like, so you see the goofy kind of shit some of us will pull on the internet. Do you think anyone could do that if they had an ounce of self-respect? No. That's how Chris Reagan makes it work. Oh, and WyoFed, I will be switching to beer because I'm almost out of coffee, and I don't think lemonade is appropriate right now. Well, with that being all said, no, it's been great talking. You got anything you want to promote and any thoughts you want to leave everyone with?
I'd like to promote Gators after show. I don't know how that's gonna happen and stuff, like in terms of organization, but yeah.
It might well, I mean, if he sticks to his normal time, it might just be a small gap this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I think everyone here should by now be subscribed and enjoy and watch and jump in and fuck with the Gators after show because
Yeah.
it's like the open house except it doesn't suck.
And he puts in lots of effort, so I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was good talking to you, Cats and Lady. We hope you have you in again. Well, in addition to like moving time slots, we're also trying to figure out adding more shows. And part of that, we're hoping to bring on some earlier shows so the folks in Europe and the UK and elsewhere can enjoy and get in and jump in like you did today.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Thank you.
Oh, it was a pleasure talking, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah. See you soon.
All right, so I've already rolled. I got 8 people here in the room. I'm gonna take a look here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I got 9 now. So let's try rolling for 9, and that brings us to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Poveros. We have a Poveros coming and joining. Well, I say us, but I mean me, joining me and the ghost of Jeff's Skype, I suppose. How's it going, Bob?
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad. I don't think have you been on the show before?
Like in February, I think
Okay.
I stopped like being able to actually be at it because of when the midweek was. I was always like working, so I'd be able to catch it like, at work, but could never jump into the waiting room.
This is curious, honestly, too, because like there's 41 watching now, which is about average for us.
Good amount.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good, and it's kind of average for us here on Twitch. And it was kind of funny because I put a poll out the other day when we were trying to figure out what the time slots would be, and yeah, the results were all over the place naturally.
Right. of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, but yeah, I was kind of curious there, wondering. Oh, and they're saying you need to be louder, I believe. At least Anna is.
Oh, I need to be louder.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
everyone
think-
always tells me to turn down. What is this?
Turn
I'm
down?
all the way up.
For
on my
what?
side.
Well, maybe it's just Anna's old lady ears then. And she's whenever she comes to visit, she always has to bring one of those big copper horns,
Sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this I mean, it's interesting to see. Like, I really, when we talked about going earlier today like this, I was like, well, this is going to be a small show. There's not going to be a lot of people coming on or around because it's so early. But this is surprising. So, I mean, in this, one of our things has been we were thinking about doing a Monday show, but then I realized that if we did a Monday night show, we would actually be competing or conflicting with like SideQuest And
You'd
I
also
know,
be competing and conflicting with me.
yeah, well, there's that too. Wait, so are you trying to compete with SideQuest?
No, actually, all right. So like picking a night or picking a time is always so weird when you're doing like a consistent like weekly thing. You've been actually talking about this, um, because like we originally were doing it Friday nights, then we were doing it Thursday nights, then we all had our schedules lined up on Monday nights, and they keep telling me to be louder, and I don't know how to turn myself up anymore.
Hmm.
Um,
Just
great.
a quick side note too. Any Streamlabs or anything that come in, um, this was actually part of why we didn't have a midweek last week, because while Jeff was having his reset, he was like upgrading his computer or something, and everything went to hell.
Mm.
He is the one who has primary access to the Twitch account. In order to get the Twitch access, I would need to log in, but then it does a two-factor authentication by sending a text message to his phone. So and without my keyboard here. So we will catch up on all of those. I do promise once Jeff gets back, and then we'll set it up so that once I have a keyboard here, I'll be able to handle everything myself as well. So just a heads up to everyone in the chat there. Keep throwing money at us too. I don't mind that at all.
I will try
Not
to
going.
speak louder, and maybe if this works better, I can't.
I mean, you sound clear on my end. If anything, I have a feeling that I have a feeling it's probably either on Jeff's end, because apparently everything needed to get reset because of the new, like, between the new edition of Skype and the new update with OBS and shit. So my guess is he probably just doesn't have things set up correctly on that end. Louder, not slower.
Oh.
It's like
What do you want from me? I can speak this loud. I can't really go any louder. I have roommates. Walls echo, and like I'm turned all the way up on my end. So are we just gonna keep bitching about how loud or quiet I am? I guess. All right. I apologize. Maybe I should leave. Goodbye, Nick. I'm kidding.
I'm starting to wonder here. It's like I know these people well enough too, to where if you allow it to even become remotely meme-ish, then it'll keep going. But then again, they couldn't hear Cats and Lady either. So
No, I think this is just Jeff's problem.
yeah, we're just gonna blame Jeff. It was like that time he kept switching everybody's nicknames. I was amazed. I was amazed we survived that.
The names that came out of it. I'm like, how didn't we have people leaving? What was this?
I still love that. Like I think it was it Nell? I forget who it was. Somebody I gave him the name Weinstein moment, and they're just like, oh, I'm keeping this.
it could have been Nell. I don't remember really. I don't really remember everybody's. But the main thing that I do remember about that was that I had to restart Discord every time a name got changed because I couldn't see the name changed as long as I was in the Discord.
Damn.
Like it would show up on text, but it wouldn't show up in the voice chat.
No. And there was it you? No, it was Raisu, wasn't it? Everybody became Raisu for a day.
I actually wasn't here for that, but I have heard about it. Yeah, everybody apparently became Raisu for a day.
Yeah. There's some some serious solidarity going on. I like it.
Well, okay, so
idea.
Over the life of this Discord, we've had that multiple times. Like we had the LSD thing where everybody put LSD at the beginning of their name. We had brocialism. We had the.
I remember the factions. Yeah, I remember the factions early on.
And then we had the Kekistan and Trapistan. Like that was one of the earlier ones. And then eventually we had Gus, of course. I still have just like a 3 gig folder of Gus memes.
What we really need, I believe, is a historian at this point. We need like an official Discord historian who can track the lore that comes out of this particular community, this small dispassionate nation of freaks and weirdos. I think it's important for future generations. It's like we could just turn it over to some sociologists and be like, what do you make of this? And they'll be like, oh, I'll have to get back to you. There's so much to unpack here.
um,
So-
we've had a ton of things like so I have 4 screens, right? And so Discord is always on my like one of my screens that I have, and I screenshot a lot of things. And when you have so many, it screenshots everything.
Mhm.
And so I have basically an archive of just like moments in time of this Discord.
Mhm.
And I was looking through it the other day with one of my friends, and I would look into the voice chat and see all the people and all the names, and like I'd be able to pick out, oh, this was like November, like like
It-
this is when this was going on. It was really
Well,
funny.
It'd be like one of those, one of those. What's like? I'm trying to think of a good, like a good film or book of, that classic though. Years after the glory days, it's like the old team gets back together for one more mission. Yeah.
Friggin' like what A Team meets
Yeah,
The
something like
Room.
that. Well, that I mean, you definitely took it in a different direction there.
Just slightly.
Wait a second, wasn't that the A-Team movie?
I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah.
the new one, kinda.
It's like
We just had a lack of Tommy Wiseau. That's
Yeah.
that's what it was.
cool. I mean,
No
fucking
conversations about their sex life.
cool. Fucking Qui-Gon Jinn's fucking performance in that. Like you could just tell that was one of those clear-cut instances where you can see like, oh, I see Liam Neeson continues to not give a fuck about what he's doing.
Taken 4. Don't you think that's a little bit of a dead meme at this point? No.
It's a dead meme when I say it's a dead meme. Like, what? Well, I mean, you did notice though, like it was after his wife died, and he, like, you could tell with his career, he just stopped giving a fuck. Like, no more Rob Roys, no more Kinseys, and instead he's gonna do Taken clones. He's just gonna cash out, do Taken clones. It's like, fuck it, they like it, I'll do it.
I don't know if you can really like top Schindler's List in my opinion. Like that is, I don't know.
What's that? No, that's the thing. He's a phenomenal actor, and he's got every ounce of chop that he'd need to really get into the role, to really own a fucking role, to make a fucking movie really work. But after his wife passed, like he just stopped caring. Like he really, like you can tell, he takes these easy peasy roles where they're like action schlock, does them, bangs them out, says cool, all right, I'm done. Oh, I'm going home now. Fuck off, go away. And yeah, and it's kind of sad, but I can kind of.
It is. I like Liam Neeson, but it's kind of sad how you see certain actors. What was there's an actor that I'm almost pissed that he doesn't. Matt Balmer.
I gotta refresh my memory.
The Neil Caffrey from White Collar, or like that's really it. He's a fantastic actor, gorgeous human being. But he's in nothing, and then you get just a bunch of really sad Liam Neeson parts where it's just like.
Well, that could be a lot of different things, but I mean, it's funny when you see like, when you see A-listers or people with like, huge career opportunities just either step away, or just like you can tell they don't care. They're like, all right, fine. The agent calls like, hey, we've got another. I don't care. Just say yes, I'll show up.
Well, I also blame the studios for that. They buy scripts and then just tear them apart.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we have this great script. Really, what if we make it IRP instead of what was that, the retired police department, the one with Ryan Reynolds, and there were dead cops going around trying to get up the people who have moved into the real world.
What?
Who are, supposed to be dead. You ever see that film?
No, never.
It was this really terrible film.
Oh wait,
was-
R.I.P.
R.I.P..
I never saw it, but I had a few friends because that was filmed in Rhode Island, and I had a few friends who did background when I first moved back up here from New Orleans, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna keep acting because I love doing it, and it's if it works, it's a great career. Got up here and discovered very quickly the film industry in New England is dog shit, and was And but part of the way that I learned that though is I had like these three friends I met. I worked with them. They were doing background on some little indie project I was in, and they were talking about, oh yeah, no, I was in RIPD. I was like, yeah, it's one of my best roles on my resume. And I'm thinking, well, oh damn, you got like a bit part or something. No, they were background. They were invisible background. That half their shit got cut, and they put it on their resume like, yeah, oh no.
Did he at least have a SAG card?
Well, oh no, that's the sad thing is they get SAG cards.
He got a cell.
Yeah. Well, it's because there are a few working actors in New England, so
Right,
SAG wants those dues from anyone they can get because you got to make 11 grand on SAG films in the course of a year to qualify for your benefits, and because nobody's gonna get that. They're like, yeah, come and join. Fuck it. We're half the cost of the National. Just come and join us. We'll represent you as a background actor. We don't give a fuck. Need the money.
I swear to God, I hate everything about this setup right now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Bunch of shit is going on. Like they can't hear. They can barely hear me, Jeff. What
Yeah,
is this?
I
You don't
turned.
like me, man?
No, I turned you back up. It's because for some reason Skype. When you use Skype makes everything else go quiet. It puts a
You can
volume
turn
gate.
that off. You can actually turn that off. That's actually a Windows thing.
Is it a Windows thing or is it a Skype thing?
Yeah. No, it's a Windows thing. So you have to go into your sound settings in Windows, and there's one thing it says like it will when going into a call, and because Microsoft bought Skype, it considers going into a call from Skype.
Okay, okay.
So it'll allow you to incrementally turn down other sounds. So I just turned that off because it's like I think the default is like 30% or something like that.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm invisible. Hang on. Hi, I'm back. Like I don't even have the virtual cam set up, so Nick can't even see me right now.
Nope.
Yeah, so
And the top of my head's getting cut off. That's great.
I know. And you know what that is? Now if I click on any window except for Skype, it makes the Skype fill in the fucking window. Like this is so dumb. This is so dumb. But then if I do it like this, then the icons are visible. At least then it's not gonna fuck up. Whatever. Fuck it. Fine. Whatever.
There we go. Hey.
But every few minutes after you came back, like you'd see Nick blow up and then go back down and blow up and then go back down.
I know.
It's like
I know.
It's like a really bad editor who doesn't understand timing.
Speaking of bad editing, just now Weasful there did say that one line, one scene in Amy. Yes, there was one scene in Amy. Had about 3 times as many lines that hit the cutting room floor. But that's a principal role. That's different than background. Yeah, like I mean, shit. My friend had 2 days as a blacksmith on that old movie, on that old Alamo movie with Billy Bob Thornton.
Right.
Yeah, that shit came out like 2002, something like that.
Something
it was like
that.
yeah,
Right.
it's older. He had 2 days playing a blacksmith. All of his scenes got cut. Like he wasn't even technically in the movie. Still gets residuals from it though. Like
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
2012.
He got like $800 for sales and screenings of The Alamo, the film that he was technically not in. Yeah, but
Well,
yeah.
I mean, he had to go on set and do things, and like it was probably in his contract.
Oh yeah, he had I mean, like there was a bunch of lines and a bunch of shit he had to do, and it's funny because there was like a lot of prep that went into it because this was one of those they want to be historically accurate or whatever. So yeah, he's playing the blacksmith. You're gonna learn some blacksmithing. Went and learned some blacksmithing. Spent 2 days on set. A whole bunch of scenes and lines with Billy Bob Thornton and shit. All gone. All gone. But I've actually got an audition this Sunday for an actual film though.
Wait, really?
Blew my fucking mind. Yeah, well, like so there was a film called On Golden Pond, and it actually won an Oscar, and it was written and shot and directed here in New Hampshire, and the writer of that film is now producing a new film. And it was funny because I wrote to production. They're like, "We're having auditions in Laconia," and I'm like, "Wait a second, You're doing that to get outside of the union zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unions suck. Like, I remember I did a producing class where I had to like break down like above the board or above table and under table payment, and, like dealing with like unions and all the. Hollywood sucks. Like
Yeah,
how they run everything is just retarded.
Yeah, well, SAG and IOTC apparently, like the way they negotiated their because I mean one of the things I know from my union time is that unions negotiate like turf effectively.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so like you know they have a certain area in which they're allowed to operate. The New England IOTC,
Right.
which is stagehands, and then SAG, they only have up to the Lakes region, and then everything north of that is just non-union. So they host auditions out there. I wrote production saying, "Hey, I can't make it to Laconia. Here's my resume, my credits, and my reel." Yeah, they got back to me that day. They're like, "Whoa, these are good credits. This is a good resume. Are you free? We can do an audition in Manchester on the 9th. How's that work?" I'm like, "Yes, please."
Yes, please.
Yes,
Dude,
please.
that's awesome. Yeah. No, that's another reason why I've met a lot of filmmakers who go down to like South America, because you don't have to deal with unions down there. You don't have to pay all the permits and all that kind of stuff to do stuff down there. But no, that's. Oh man, we do a bunch of just short film projects up here. Nothing that big. But I do have a friend who he keeps getting PA jobs, and he goes on like full sets. I'm in Seattle. I wouldn't say it's as bad as Rhode Island, but I mean, it's probably not very good either.
No, Seattle, like the Northwest has actually got some. They got some decent industry there. I know there's a few. I know Grimm, for instance. Grimm was. Wait, no, was Grimm shot in Seattle or was that in Vancouver?
It was probably Vancouver. Vancouver's where a lot of the places go. No, we're slightly dominated by the Asylum, which is, in my opinion, one of the most scummy pieces of shit companies out there.
What are you talking about? They gave us Sharknado.
Yeah. They also consistently would pay attention to like when something's coming out, go to Redbox, like produce this shit terrible copy of it to get like unknowing single mothers to buy it, thinking that that's the thing that's being advertised. Yeah. It's just scummy people. I don't like them.
No, I remember before Blockbuster shut down. What was it? Tom Cruise's War of the Worlds. I think was it War of the Worlds he did. Yeah, I think it was. He did. Yeah, he did a War of the Worlds remake, and then the Asylum came out with their own shitty version of it. And I watched. There was this old guy in Blockbuster who was just losing his fucking mind because he's like, "What the fuck? I rented this, and it wasn't the Tom Cruise film." It's like that's still in the theaters, dude. You should read the cover.
So real quick, I wanted to test something because I turned my noise gate back on. I want to make sure it's actually not fucking up and that my audio volume is pretty good. But also, got Devil King also gifted a sub to Gory Rory. Thank you very much, buddy. And Adelaide Lost says, "Turn off that pesky Matt block."
Wait, we haven't. We have Matt blocked here?
No.
Well, why not?
Poor guy.
Poor.
Is he in the chat?
I don't know. Maybe. I want to. I need to dig up my other webcam so you can actually even fucking see. Oh wait, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough USB ports. Okay, so this is what's so annoying though, because of how this new system is set up. There's no room for a PCIe card for more USB.
Please tell me you didn't get SLI or Crossfire, whichever one you have.
Crossfire, yeah.
Oh, that's so disappointing, Jeff.
Why?
Because, all right, there are two main things. A, it doesn't really give you as much as like what you would expect to get. B, there are a ton of games that you just get ridiculous amounts of micro stutter from because you're running two cards.
I have actually started to kind of notice that. Well, the thing that I'm curious about is Crossfire is going to do better for VR gaming. That's what I really give a shit about.
You know, I don't know. As far as VR gaming, I'm not entirely familiar with what works and what doesn't. I mean, You are running 2 screens, which that
Great.
is one of the things that that Crossfire can help with. Is like more resolution.
Well, okay, but here's the thing though. I have 3 screens, and I cannot use 2 display ports while crossfiring, even though I have 2 cards, because when you crossfire,
Yeah, because you can
only use 1 card effectively.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The other one's just a second card that just takes up space. Yeah, no, I had SLI for a while. I hated it. I despised it. But no, it's just you can get a PCI extender. It's like a flat ribbon cable that would allow you to move one of your PCI. Like you'd probably only just need like a PCI Express 4, and you just move it down.
I ordered a powered USB 3 hub. I'll be fine.
Yeah, that also works.
Yeah.
As long as you get a powered one, because loss of signal and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, it comes in tomorrow, and then I'll have everything else like set up and done well before Friday. Well before. And I'm okay. I've been thinking about something though. So one of the reasons why we even bother with Skype is because when we're taking calls like this, we can't pull people into a private video call.
Yeah.
But what we could do is we in a private Discord call, then be logged into separate accounts on the web app. That way we could communicate and talk to them that way.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean what we do now works, but if we could improve upon that by making it easier. I mean, this would add potential video capability for people coming in?
No, they wouldn't be. I mean, they still have to watch the show like the same way everybody else does, but it would mean that we could take calls and use Discord for talking with people and like video calling you and me and video calling guests and things like that.
No, that's what I mean. Is like we could have the guests actually do a video call in for once.
Yes, with Discord.
If they want to, if they'd like to. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's something to keep playing with. I mean, again, this has been with all of the so for you guys to know, so with the Jeff going out to PAX and resetting his rig, and I've actually been writing pretty much nonstop daily now. We've got a lot of half-finished plans that are coming together nicely. They're really good concepts. They're great concepts. Just to follow through. It's the story of my life.
We're getting there.
That's how all film is, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So
you write a script and you're like, I'm totally gonna make this.
No. I've been in addition to those, I've been actually for the 6 or so people who watch my videos still, I've been scripting those as more sketch style things. Getting away from the sitting and commentating on things. And as part of that, I've rediscovered the joy of screenwriting, because unlike narrative writing, and this would be something maybe Cats and Lady would know about, but screenwriting is comparatively fucking easy. You just need
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
And the bitch of it is when you're doing it for YouTube, if you have a limited, if you've got a limited gear set, I have a studio set here for a show like this, or to produce videos in the classic style, but without a DSLR and a gimbal and actual mics. Filming half of what I write this will be a fucking great video. This will be hilarious, great sketch. Fuck, how do I produce it? So, but yeah, I mean, it's a work in progress. But yeah, we've come up with a bunch of really good changes. I think the time slot changes we're doing here would be good. In fact, Jeff, while you were away talking with Cats and Lady, we should maybe look at maybe having a standard earlier show, because apparently lots of Euro people don't get a chance to watch the part.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Because right now it's 2:41. In Germany, it's almost midnight, and so if we go any later, it'd be
impossible.
Way past midnight, and I mean,
right,
lives and shit.
Huh. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's definitely possible. It's kind of nice that we get to hang out with some people that we usually don't. I don't know. Like I'm looking into some stuff right now actually while we're just kind of goofing off and hanging out. Possible ways to make this work. So this actually is helping me, and I don't know. Fuck, we'll see what's going on with later today because it depends on if Sestra actually wakes up at a decent sane time. So we'll see.
Oh, what she wouldn't wanna actually just jump in and take a side seat there.
Maybe
We could redo this to like the classic original Enterprise bridge where it has a single command console in front.
Oh yeah, okay, that would be interesting. Shit, damn it, gotta challenge me, huh?
Yeah, it's funny. It's like it's just to work in a set which was effectively plywood and used electronics is more difficult than something they actually spent money on.
I mean, what you could do is you could just kind of like, nah, that wouldn't work. The framing would be off. Never mind. Ignore me.
Oh, Beardy's here. Good. And now he's gonna go munch on some pie.
Aw.
Wait, but that's not
like
apparently
pie.
apparently that's not gonna happen. So, well, it's like I will not have my barbarian culture suppressed, but not even by like cherry pie. Maybe a little chocolate mousse.
She's my cherry pie.
All right, well, Pav, we're gonna keep things moving along here. What do you wanna shill or promote or leave people with? With some food for thought?
Actually, I guess I'll show myself since I'm here. Every Monday night at like 6 PST, we have Locked and Loaded, which is a stream with me, Sergeant Buck, and Smart Pig.
Ah.
We just
Hell yeah.
So you are trying to take over from side quests there, Beardy. Sharpen your axe.
You know what? It's so hard to find a night where we're not conflicting with somebody else, or in that we're not, we're not like one person working at one time, one person, not doing something, or blah 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 blah.
That was the bitch
Hard
we
with
had.
3 people.
That was why we initially picked Sunday in the first place. It was because we're like, shit, there's we're competing with friends' shows and this and that, and then eventually everybody just stopped giving a shit about like courtesy like that. But now it's getting back to it because it's a matter of practicality. It's like,
well,
okay.
yeah, you don't want to split your audience, right?
No, and I mean I know we share a lot of common viewers with side quests, and it would suck to have to like split an audience or like cause people to like say, well, I want to watch this, but I also want to watch this. Fuck,
Right? Yeah.
If only we had some big studio executives to come through and do the scheduling for us, and then show up and tell us how to do our shows.
Right.
Be like, well, I know the audience likes this and it goes over well, but let's just change it entirely. Let's add. Can you add a talking animal? Why?
Why? Because the kids like it, and you need to be more friendly towards kids. Why do we need to be more friendly towards kids? I don't know. That's just the norm.
How do you guys expect to sell any action figures when you keep acting this way? Action
Who
figures.
said we wanted to?
That'll be the future, though. Yeah, we actually I'm gonna have to look around online to see if it's possible to get action figures made.
I mean, there's a solid amount of art of you two just like in like different kind of action figure-esque like clothing.
Oh, Christ, sorry. Yeah, I got confused a sec when you said there's a lot of art, because then I immediately went to thinking about Malt's hobby. I'm like, I don't think we need merch based on that stuff. It's like you can get the Saints Rumble action pack with Kermit the Frog. Why? What? Did we get the license?
Okay. So I'm looking, and it looks like there's a program called Voice Meter Banana, and I think this is actually what Ben from. What's donationware mean?
It means it's free with donation. Technically, sometimes it's like freeware, but I think some things are locked behind maybe donations. I don't.
Okay. Well, I'm fucking.
Was
Try
it?
this
Are you
fucking thing
sure
out.
it was? Are you sure it was Ben's selection and not TJ's? Like he just saw a program with the word banana in it, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta make that part of the show."
I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be surprised.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh my god.
Mal's in the chat. What is it? I mean, Mal, do you want to see action figure playsets made from your writings? Because I don't know if they'd even be legal in most states.
Let's see. Wonder if I could actually install virtual cam for OBS while we're streaming. That would be cool.
All right.
Let's try it.
All right.
If everything,
like we and after that, then we'll roll and get some other people in here.
yeah.
Maybe look at these other news items with them.
Hey, Pov, make sure and send me a DM on Discord with the relevant links. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Later.
Or, I guess.
I
Bye.
disappeared and I'm back. Good.
I don't need to register 4 virtual cameras. What the fuck would I need to do that for?
It was funny actually when I was getting this TV set that I'm using as my side monitor so I can watch the chat and all of that. When I was getting that set up, I actually needed to go into like the BIOS and reactivate the onboard video on the motherboard itself because it automatically shuts off when you install a video card. So now I've got this spare VGA port and I've got these like 2 extra VGA monitors. I'm thinking to myself, do I want a 5th? I can't for the life of me think of what like a good reason for it would be, but part of me just wants it.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
It's a very American thing.
I installed it.
Oh, and Beardy just got a tier 1 subscription given to him by McSary123321.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah. Beardy, you're gonna have to get on this midweek shit one of these days.
Oh my god, man. I'm just busting ass trying to figure this. I don't need to re-download OBS Studio. Fuck you. Oh my god. Okay.
You know,
anyway, yeah, I think
this-
more than likely, I'm gonna have to just.
It's a whole new spin on that promo from last week that I did prematurely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, my jokes aren't the only thing that will sink the show.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got the reviews. It was good. It was good riding on that horse again too to review Amazon products. I did actually. There was a piece of fine art that featured it was. I don't know what era, but yeah, it was a painting about a circumcision, and I reviewed it saying things like finally a product that matches my love of fine art with my love of slicing up baby dicks.
What the fuck?
Well, it was initially because they sent me. Here was the other thing too. There are circumcision practice kits. They're just like the top of the belly and like like an inch or 2 of legs with this like little dick just out that you're supposed to slice up, and it comes with a replacement dick so you can keep practicing. As if that wasn't weird enough, though, they come in 2 colors. They come in white, and then they come in medium.
Okay.
It was like, it was one white, one brown one, and the brown one was just called. It was like you could get it in white or medium. Kind of racist. I'm not really sure how.
Wow.
But I'm sure it's kind of racist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, you discover fun stuff about Amazon when you really dig in and try and find what's really going on in the world of online retail. Bezos be praised, by the way.
Calls for a change.org petition.
You want to petition something against Amazon?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Catching up real quick. Minecraft says, no vaping on the Enterprise bridge, Nick. S-Devil resubscribed. Thank you very much, buddy. McSary12331 also resubscribed. 8 months so far. S-Devil has 4. Mistaken Reaper subbed. First one. Hey, welcome. Adelaide Lost. Jeff, are you going to tell your co-host he's sitting in Wesley Crusher's seat? No, I'm not going to tell him that.
There's also Data's seat.
And McSary also gifted to the Beardbarian. And then Calligator says, allow me to take that gold star from you. Make it hail with 50 bits. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. So, all right. I'm kind of trying to. I'm trying to contemplate. So we could do one of two things. We could keep going with what we're doing right now, or we could take a short break and try and do the show fresh, like in, I don't know, like 30 minutes, and see if we can like do it like a regular real show like we were doing usually.
No, I'm down for that.
Yeah?
I'm not going anywhere. No. What do you guys think there out there? Give us a one if you would like a second show, a real show, in about a half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Or give us a two if you just want us to keep dragging this dead horse around. I mean, I'm starting to see people drop out of the waiting room now. It looks like everybody else looks like it's coming in pretty. You guys just want more, don't you? You're like, wait a second, I'll get more if I'm patient.
Right, and I'll actually be able to like grab a beverage and hopefully get this this meter thing installed and the virtual cam installed. That would be fucking nice. That'd be really nice, actually.
Yeah, and I could then adjust my lighting too. That way I don't actually look as white as Mr. Data did sitting in his seat. Don't bring me that Wesley Crusher, Will Wheaton, beardy man baby bullshit. No, I am an Angela. And I will not have my kind spoken of in such a way.
Right. Okay, so we'll just count this one as like
as an extended pre-show.
Yeah, this is an extended pre-show, and you guys are helping us work some stuff out. So this is not actually Midweek Saints 52. This is
not
Saints...
canon.
Yeah.
51.5.
51.5. There you go. That's what it is. All right.
We're in Legends continuity here.
Because I literally can't even play us out with me. I can't even do that. Like,
now you know how it feels, except you have technical difficulties and I just don't know how. Similar.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well, we'll see all of you crazy people in about a half an hour.
We'll advertise it on Twitter and in the Discord and probably on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I've got everything set up. Maybe I'll just come up with some kind of promo.
Cool. All right. And yeah, my noise gate keeps cutting my voice. I gotta fix my noise. It's all fucked up. Like, it's really fucked up. I can watch it now, cutting my voice out.
Anahata, it's not hard. Well, of course it's not hard. I'm sitting under bright lights and I'm rather uncomfortable.
Like, here, you guys can...
sensitive.
Let's see. So, its close threshold needs to be open way higher than that? So it stops cutting me out and shit like that? I think that's what it's supposed to be? Yeah. Okay, we're good. All right, yeah, I figured it out. All right, we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Thanks for bearing with us and trying to get everything set up with the new fucking system and all this kind of shit. We'll see you guys soon, okay?